Hello everyone, this is Scarzig and welcome back to another episode of Duelyst. Today, we're going to be playing some Magmar. Since the Bloodborne expansion came out, Magmar got a lot of cool stuff that really pushed them into an aggressive deck type, right? And I was more interested in the things that helped their egg-based gameplay. Eggmar was always sort of a niche deck. It wasn't very good simply because it relied on Chrysalis Burst very heavily. And the only really new thing that Eggmar got was Valknu's Seal. It summons an egg that hatches into a copy of your general. So this is really fun for getting some nice burst late game. And because to get this egg-based card to work, you also need to be playing with a lot of solo buffing cards like Adamantite Claws, more incur combos with it very well. And so I realized that in order to kind of use this new egg card, I needed to also go into the Voth Smash archetype as well. And so that's where this deck came from. This is like a mashup of the two deck types. And so the aggressive nature of the solo Voth, right, where we can just go in and beat our opponent down, is there. And eggs become more of either a snowball-y tool if we get a really good early Chrysalis Burst, or it becomes like a late game secondary plan slash finisher with the Morincur, Valknu Seal, or things like that, right? You get your Chrysalis Burst late game to combo with Morincur or Wild and Scepter or slash Eggmorph. You have to wait till 8 mana, usually 7 or 8 mana, for your egg combos to go off, and so that's why it becomes a late game finisher. But to get into the deck, we have 2 Flash Reincarnation. I was thinking about this today, whether or not I actually wanted 3 of these, because I have 2 Cryptographer, 3 Rancor, 3 Young Silithar, 3 Thrakes, the new Magmar 3-drop. And I did try experimenting with some other 3-drops, but I think that the ability of this card to threaten the opponent and to threaten your ability to snowball, especially with Chrysalis Burst, I think does make this a really good sticking point. Like, you could probably get away with substituting the Thrakes and then putting in Sunsteel Defenders, like just have that really heavy 4-drop slot still, and then run triple Flash Reincarnation. I originally just had 1 copy of Thumping Wave so that I could squeeze in 3 copies of Chrysalis Burst as well, because I think it's really important to have Chrysalis Burst on your second turn, right? So you can play it going second if you ramp off the mana tile, because early in the game is when it's going to be hardest for your opponent to deal with until you can combo it later with Eggmorph, etc., at 8 mana. We've got 2 copies of Drogon, though. This has the ability to double your general's attack this turn. And this buff does stack if you have both copies of Drogon in play. I did win a game where I went Drogon into Flash Reincarnation, Drogon, and then Overload. And because of the previous stacks I already had, it put my general up to like 20 attack or something to one-shot my opponent. It was really hilarious. We've got 3 Earth Sisters. These help us control the board, and they punish battle pets really well. So if your opponent is foolish enough to play battle pets or ooze slash packs, which are very common, really good battle pets, Earth Sister lets us punish that a little bit better alongside Thumping Wave. We've got 2 Earth Spheres just to help us hang on against aggressive decks. I did have 3 in there at one point, but it's important to not have your hand clogged with Earth Spheres, right? If you want 3 in there, that usually means you're playing like an ultra late game style. Excuse me. We've got 2 copies of Eggmorph. We don't really use this as removal. This is just a combo with our Chrysalis Bursts, our Valknu Seal, that kind of thing. We've got Silhouette Tracer in here to help with our smash aspect of the deck, so we can gap close if we need to finish off our opponent. Wild and Scepter is in here. I just have the 1 copy because it's... I would really like Wild and Scepter to be a 3-mana 3/3, but I understand why it needs to be 4 mana, because the combo potential for this card is pretty ridiculous, and because with Flash Reincarnation you could just make it a 1-mana minion. So Wild and Scepter is good, and I only have 1 in the deck because if you have more than 1, you're constantly going to be wanting to replace it anyway until late game. So it's just in there as an additional egg hatching capability. Like Eggmorph comes through for us, but Wild and Scepter gives that as additional utility because we can use Flash Reincarnation with it. We do have 2 more on Kerr, of course. Plasma Storm is just in as a tech card. Sometimes we can get some clunky draws with this deck, or if our opponent swarms really hard early, Plasma Storm gives us the ability to come back into the game. You end up replacing this in a lot of matchups, but it's just there. The ability to have this card when you really need it will save your ass. We've got 2 Dreadnoughts as well. This minion is super hard to justify running, right? This is one of the reasons that we probably should be running 3 copies of Flash Reincarnation, Drogon, Dreadnought, the utility of Wild and Scepter, the utility of Mechanitor Warbeast. Dreadnought has the ability, though, to give the eggs that get summoned by you +2/+2. So if you have a Dreadnought stick to the board, your Chrysalis Bursts after that are just going to basically stick forever. It used to give that +2/+2 to its own egg, but that was a buff. I was really sad to see when they changed that, because it was one of the things that actually made the card playable, because it was just, you drop this minion and it was just incredibly hard for your opponent to deal with it. But we've got 3 Mechanitor Warbeasts, and we're topping off our curve with Silithar Elder, and I don't think I actually like this card. This is probably the card I would cut to put in that 3rd Flash Reincarnation. The problem with Flash Reincarnation, though, is that, you know, at the higher mana costs, it kind of becomes a dead card, but Silithar Elder can be dead in a lot of matchups, right? Like, especially versus Cassava. If you're able to create distance and you're trying to rely on Silithar Elder to just snowball and carry the game, it's not going to work against Cassava, and that makes it really sad. But I've been playing this deck a little bit over the last few days, and I've been having some success. Ooh, this is pretty good. We're going to replace the Valknu Seal because we don't need that until late game. Probably replace a Thrakes too. And developing a Cryptographer turn 1 isn't that bad. Let's replace the Thumping Wave, just so we can get a bit more utility. So we're just going to play the Cryptographer. What it does is it's going to give us access to our Bloodborne spell next turn. But what it's really going to do for us is allow us to walk down and play the Chrysalis Burst. And this is like a strange gamma effect that you get sometimes in your action bar, where the card will be really shiny. Just has to do with like the lighting effects or something. It only affects the 3rd or 4th slot in your hand. I'm wondering if this is going to be an aggressive Fey, or oh man, that stinks. Or, you know, just like the stun you. And oh, probably aggressive then if he's just going full in with the Blood Tier Alchemist. I guess that's fine. So Earth Sister's good here. I could flash Earth Sister. Now that's pretty cheeky. Just to clear this out, because then I can walk 2 forward and overload. I kind of like this play. Because the thing about Hearth Sister and Blood Tier Alchemist is that, you know, the bodies are weak, but that damage has to go somewhere, right? And so if you end up having to take that additional 5 damage on your face, then it's really bad. But this way, you know, this kind of gives me the quote-unquote tempo advantage. Whatever he summons basically is going to die to Earth Sister. Its ability allows it to trade up into a lot of really good stuff. And next turn I can Chrysalis Burst. And I want a Chrysalis Burst before I move. That way if any of the eggs appear on the center row, I can move out of the way of that becoming an issue. See, are you going to summon a minion right here? Because the Earth Sister can just walk forward and then get that another round of AoE in. Which is another reason I really like this card. Oh no, it's another Hearth Sister. Wow. Okay. Okay. What the hell? I guess he didn't want it to get a really good trade. Oh, never mind. Oops, he just didn't play around the effect. I guess he forgot about it. I thought maybe he just wanted to take it out instantly so he could summon something else and make sure it stayed safe. Bone Shield Barrier, I like that. Oh, if only I had Iridium Scale in this deck. But we're going to throw out the Chrysalis Burst. Oh, sadness. He gets to take out the Vindicator. But that's cool. It landing on this mana tile allows me to do this. Now the question, you know what? I was going to say, should I just, you know, get rid of the one of these Bone Shield barriers, but I feel like him going into 5 mana, these aren't threatening enough. Because he's going to want to burn to take out this egg. Got a Molotki Huntress, a Spirit Harvester, that's really nice. Wild Inceptor's not too great, but I mean it's a 3/3 for free. Next turn I'll probably just go More Incur and just go and hit him in the face. Right? Because equipping the More Incur forces him to use more resources on me in order to break that artifact. And if I draw into another Chrysalis Burst, then having the More Incur pre-equipped makes that card so devastating. Frostbone Naga! Wow! Now that's something else. So this is, yeah, so this is an aggressive burn deck, obviously. Frostbone Naga. Well, that's good. I can move the Spirit Harvester forward to trade into the Frostbone Naga if I want. And then its effect will help me control the board. And I've got War Beast next turn. I think we will throw away the Eggmar. Don't really need it. Ooh, now that's intriguing. That's really intriguing. Yeah, so we are going to do that. Equip the More Incur. And hit him. So now he's down to 7. And he needs to hit me with 2 sources of damage. He doesn't have access to his Bloodborne spell this turn. He needs to break this artifact, because what this allows me to do now is play Valknu Seal, and when it hatches, it'll potentially have 7 attack. So if he were to be able to perfectly body block my general, this allows me to basically, you know, it's almost like reactivating your general. You're summoning a copy of yourself and then finishing your opponent. Keeper of the Veil. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. So he's able to, like, keep away from me, but Valknu Seal, oh my god, this is awesome. So I could just War Beast and I win, but we get to show this card off, so I'm really excited about that. More Incur makes the egg hatch, and it hatches along our exact same stat line. Look at this sprite, right? It's got the CRT, like old school, like digital effect. Oh, so cool with the Wolverine cards. Super glad I got to show off the Spirit of Valknu, because that's a badass card. And make sure you check out the lore codexes, because they talk a little bit about Valknu. And he's a badass. For sure. He ain't no snitch. He's a boss. But I tweeted at the at Duelyst, right, asking them if Valknu counted as the Magmar Grandmaster, right? Because he's like their leader or whatever, and they told me that no, even though he's like their alpha / leader, all of the Grandmasters are going to be explicitly labeled. So that's something to look forward to if you're playing a lot of Magmar. Is the I don't think I want Thumping Wave. At least not this early. I could probably, man. What would I want it for? I'd want it for like late game stuff. I'd want it for Scarab and Amara Healer. So I guess since I have some early plays here, I think I'm going to hold on to it just for the sake of having it available. But yeah, looking forward to the Grandmaster for the Magmar faction. That'd be pretty dope. The obelisk is cool. What if it's like, having a War Beast is so good, right? But... and I'll feel like such a scrub if I end up replacing the Thumping Wave just now. Because there's a potential for him to be able to just walk forward and take this mana tile. You know what? So what if he does? Because I'm Magmar, I don't really care if my opponent swarms, because I do have the War Beast. And, oh, that's a really unfortunate spawn. Maybe I should have put it back here and been, like, really safe with the Thrakes. Because this is just going to snowball any cards that I play, right? Then again, maybe if I replaced Thumping Wave, I could have got my hands on that Plasma Storm and just held on to that to keep me in the game. But he's going to forego doing damage to this in order to get the mana tile. But let me see, 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, he had a slightly increased chance of that getting the right spot. Hailstone Golem, this dude is not messing around. He's like, I know you can't deal with the 4-6, right? You're Magmar. And this Obelisk being in this spot is like really disheartening. Yeah, I think we replaced the Silithar here. Okay, so Plasma Storm is good. We're going to throw down the Chrysalis Burst. Rex, Visionar, Elucidator. Well, he gets to kill these for free, the Silithar Elder. So this pulls pressure off of us. So I am just gonna go in because he needs to deal with these eggs, right? So I'm betting that he won't have extra damage or any surprises from my face here. Yeah, because the Dervish spawns, kills this egg. His general, he can step up and even take the mana, kill this egg. Hailstone Golem kills this egg. Yeah, this Plasma Storm is going to be pretty decent. The trick is taking out this Hailstone Golem, though. And playing the packs here is smart because this Rex will hatch and then kill it. I might forego the Plasma Storm here in order to Thumping Wave this guy. But if I Plasma Storm here, it'll kill my Thrakes. I'd have to overload first, walk him down. No, wait, never mind. He still dies. So that's an oopsie on my part. That's fine because I'm just gonna get my overload stack, and I'll take that damage. Do I care? Do I want Rancor? Generally, you want to play these early. I think the snowball potential might be there though. Yeah, for some reason I thought the Thrakes would get buffed out of Plasma Storm range. That's huge misplay on my part. Oh god, second wish, yeah. So the Thumping Wave, I'm definitely getting punished for leaving this thing alive. Then again, in the Falcius, I probably, with leaving the Dervishes alive and that Obelisks, I think I would have taken like pretty much the same amount of damage. This stinks. Yeah, so we don't want the Morin Kerr, unfortunately. Earth Sphere is really nice here, but because of the current board state, it's not going to serve me at all. I can't get at that mana tile either. So I guess I'll just summon the Rancor and Thumping Wave this baby. And then I drop down to 5 HP, and this is very, very scary because he could just equip a Hexblade here and kill me. Or, you know, double Staff of Akir. If he's got that Vitruvian spell that gives you 2 artifacts, he'll most likely pull something that can kill me. Even if he doesn't, he could probably get Wildfire Onk and just kill me over 2 turns. The Earth Sphere is going to be very important here if I live this. Okay, so he's backing off. He probably has the Starfire Scarab. Okay, that's good. Oh god. He's running away. Okay. Because I was going to say, if he stepped forward and hit me... Oh my god. This is so devastating because I really want to take this War Beast right now, right? This War Beast opportunity. But at the same time, this I should really heal. If I heal, though, if I gain 8 HP, then that allows me to play the Rancor, walk forward, and kill the Falcius, because I can overload. So I think I do like that play. But we gotta play this Rancor first. Oh, man. He's going on to 7 mana. That's fine, because I have the War Beast. So if this gets taken from me, then I can still clear it. So it's all good. And I think we're going to replace the Earth Sister here. Okay, cool. So this is, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable at 9 HP, but it's still pretty iffy. Now we're getting into the later manas. I could probably, hopefully, replace Young Silithar into Eggmorph, Wild Inceptor, or maybe even Morincur, because then I could walk up and get to 9 mana and do Morincur Chrysalis Burst, and that might be enough to finish him if I get good spawns. So him backing off there was really important. Entropic Decay, cool, 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 cool. I'm down for that. It's probably got Nemera Healer, right? Healing Mystic. I am down for that. Okay, so I can War Beast here. And then that allows me to play the Young Silithar. Or do I just want a Chrysalis Burst? It might be better to just trap him in the corner. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I gotta go for this play. Keep him pinned down. Start moving the Rancor in. And then just back off. That's unfortunate. If I would have stepped down here instead of here, then I would have access to move forward and hit him next turn with the Morincur. Primus Shield Master. Okay, cool. So I can actually still hit that thing with the Morincur. Okay. Let's go. What do we get? Oh, God. Really? And then this egg blocks me? That's super sad. So I can actually kill the Primus Shield Master if I wanted. But I mean, these will hatch anyway. It's just a matter of if I want to try to get close to them. Because I could always get bursted out is the problem. So I think we do need to throw away the Morincur. Dreadnought. Do we trade into this? Yeah, I think we gotta. Yeah, I guess that'll have to do. Because at the end of the day, I do get some minions. This fight is going to drag on for a few more turns, which is very frightening. That one egg like really screwed me. These like spawns were terrible anyway, so even if I was able to hatch them and move them forward with Morincur, I dropped down to 7 there, and that feels kind of uncomfortable. And that's cool that he wants to Ephemeral Shroud this. Oh, God, Dark Nemesis. Damn it. Okay. So he put me on the clock. That's not good. That's not good at all. Because he could potentially give this thing flying with Astral Phasing. It gains +4 attack. So then he just runs it into my face because it does 4 damage, and then he just runs it into me and I die. Oh, god damn it. That's awful. I got betrayed by the Chrysalis Burst. Yes, I think we just play the Dreadnought here and walk away and pray. We don't have the, he doesn't have the astral phasing. Oh my god, this is horrid. I managed to keep him in the corner, but I didn't have any additional pressure to follow up with it. Ha-ha! You see? The Dreadnought making that egg a 2-3 means that he can't just kill the egg with his that dervish anymore. He's got to use an additional resource. Wow, he's actually healing the Dark Nemesis. Ugh. That's not good. I need my other copy of Earth Sphere or Thumping Wave to hit with that Dark Nemesis with. Because Saj doesn't have that Xerix factor where she just... Oh, that's right! He couldn't kill the egg, so the Dreadnought lives! Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so how do I do this? This goes here. This goes here. Well, first I gotta replace this Morinker. Valknu Seal. Doesn't help me right now. Probably should have replaced the Flash Reincarnation and held onto the Morinker just for this situation, where I'd get the Valknu Seal because I could do something cheeky like move. But anyway, need to kill this, need to stay safe. So we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. And as much as I hate to say, I think hitting this has no point. Or what if I put some additional pressure on him by actually summoning that egg? Because of the Dreadnoughts, he can't, he'd have to move away, right, to kill this egg. And then that puts him in the way of the Colossus, where normally he would be able to move the Dark Nemesis back. He still has that option, though. Yeah, to just move it back and say, I think I'm just going to use this to kill you next turn. Arg. Damn. So what if I played the Valknu Seal like really, really close? So that's definitely my fault because I completely forgot about the Dreadnought buffing the egg, which is why I didn't want to play it in an unsafe place. Mecantor Warbeast. Thank you, merciful Jesus. Hey, let's go, let's go. I'm moving... Oops. I was going to say, before these things moved, I had already clicked to move because I wanted to keep one in front of me in case of Star's Fury. But I mean, I died to Star's Fury, I died of Wildfire Ankh plus Time Maelstrom / Silhouette Tracer. Oh, God. Oh! I played that really bad. It shouldn't have been that close. That Mecantor Jesus coming down to bless me there. He gets a tip, though. I played that super bad. But, you know, I think I really do want to get one more in. Show me your tips. You know, this guy's rolling in dough. Alright, so in this matchup, there's a chance it could be aggressive. So I want to keep this Earth Sphere. Every time you replace Earth Sphere, you always regret it. Okay. So now I have 2 Earth Spheres and 2 Mecantor Warbeasts. I hope I can replace into a turn 1 play. I'd have Young Silithar, Rancor, or Thrakes as available turn 1 plays. I think I replaced the Dreadnought. Oh god. Rancor. So I think I replaced the second Earth Sphere. Cryptographer is not too bad because I can do this and then overload turn 1. Okay, I completely forgot about Cryptographer as my 2-drop in this deck. Because that was actually a last-minute addition. I was like, man, I have 2 open slots. What do I throw in? And I was like, this kind of needs more early game, right? Because just with Rancor and Silithar, 6 2-drops is... You're going to be missing, right, your first turn play a lot. And because this deck wants to ramp into Chrysalis Burst when they go first, I was like, man, I need another 2-drop. Healing Mystic is like, whatever. Primus Fist might be fun, but then I was like, oh wait, Cryptographer, perfect. Yeah, so here comes the Sunsteel. And Flame Blood. Ick. Icky. Okay, so Flash Reincarnation for this War Beast would be sick here. Thrakes, okay. I get what you're saying now, okay. I think the proper play is to damage control this Sunsteel Defender. Because I'll take 3 more damage from Flameblood Warlock, which is like me taking 6 damage. But hopefully I can stall for the War Beast. We're going to play Thrakes here. Have him eat the Force Field so I can smash this thing. Oh god, this game is so frightening. Glad I held on to that Earth Spear, but... I've got triple War Beast. I don't even think I'll have a chance to use these things. If I can step away and survive for 6 mana, I think that I can just War Beast, and then just, you know, go from there. Oh, this guy is not playing around. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm down to 5 HP already. Santa Maria. No, I'm down to 4 HP. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to replace Drogon. Valknu Seal is really fun. But we're going to Earth Sphere here. We're going to overload. And we're just gonna walk away. He is going up to 5. And he can't ramp onto this mana properly. Because I could move the Thrakes up to body block and force him to take damage. Or maybe even the Rancor would trade into it. But I think doing this is best. Because I just want to preserve this body. Yeah, we're going to do this. Check this out. I'm threatening this bottom mana. And hopefully he'll step down to kill this. And if he mispositions the Rancor, then I can go into Mechantor War Beast. Oh god, shout out to Earthsphere. I've got the triple War Beast. I've been blessed this day. Hey, we live to fight another day, fam. So I play War Beast here. And then just step away. The problem is that he gets his War Beast now, next turn. Oh god, play something I can kill with the War Beast. Primus Fist. Yes! Yes! Give me more value. And he's only got 1 card in his hand. So, if that 1 card in his hand isn't something ridiculously devastating, then I can actually come back from this. I don't think I need I'm going to hold Valknu Seal. It sounds crazy, but I'm going to do it. And the other thing, too, is the Primus Fist allows me to leave this at 2 HP. Let's go. Let's go. he could potentially War Beast me here, and that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, and then he'd leave me at 2. He does have 2 cards in hand, so he could even go Entropic Gaze, or Tectonic Spike, right? He could have some. He could have some out of hand damage burn, but this is really good for me. If I'm gonna come back into this match, it's because of this play right here. Me backing off, being able to play that Earth Sphere. Right now, he's like in semi-top deck mode. He needs to hope to get, you know, some key draws. That Dancing Blades is really good because I'm not wanting to step forward to kill this thing. So hopefully we can get more incur. It's really unfortunate. If I hit this thing, I go down to 6. So I think I just want to back off. Because if he walks away from me, that plays to my benefit, in my opinion. Because I have Earth Sphere coming up. And then I can just summon the Dreadnought. Like I said, the eggs become like this late game win condition for us. And with the Earth Sphere, I'll feel a lot comfortable hitting this thing. And I don't think he'll have a way to deal with Valknu's Seal. Because at 9 mana, oh boy. Oh, he's got an Earth Sphere! No! I thought he was like pure aggro. So this is like a mid-range variant. That's really shitty for us. Fortunately, I can step down, kill this, and body block with maybe the Dreadnought. Because it's enormous. It's big and fat. Alright, cool. But actually, I do want to play Earth Sphere here. So I can actually body block with the Earth Sister. Hey, let's go. Nice. We're going to throw the Dreadnought. Because I have access to more incur Valknu's Seal. You better respect me, man. He doesn't have a way to actually kill this, right? He'd have to turn it into a rabbit and take 3 damage. And if I get a chance, next turn I'll be at 9 mana. If I can hit him with more incur and then Valknu's Seal, that will be 8, 16 damage. Because Valknu will hatch with the more incur stat line, like I had demonstrated before. It takes your exact stat line. Oh man, this is a... Whew! This game is like got me on the edge of my seat. But he's only got 1 card in hand. He's got 1 card in hand. So, you know, he went in on me early. And things look pretty even. But he's only got 1 card, so... And he can't... The thing is, too, is he doesn't want to kill this Earth Sister. Because he'll take 7 damage. He takes the... its 3 natural attack. Then he takes its strike back damage. And the Rancor can't reach me either. He wanted to summon it in a defensive position back here. In order to let it get buffed up a little bit more. But I think what he could have done is maybe just summoned it forward. Because if I had to step in to kill this. Network error. Oh, no. Loading major package error. Okay. So the game reloaded. What did he do? He elucidated my Earth Sister. But where does Rancor go? Oh, he hit me with it. How did... No. What the... Did he hit me? He must have hit me with the Elucidator. And then, did he hit the Earth Sister? No. Oh, I see. He Elucidated and the damage buffed his Rancor and allowed that to get buffed up to kill the Earth Sister for him. Okay, I get that play. That's all good. The problem here is if I step forward and play the Earth Sister, and then he's got War Beast. The War Beast clears the Earth Sister, and then damages me, and then he steps in and kills me. So I don't think I want a Rancor of my own. Cryptographer is kind of interesting here. We just do this, threaten a little bit more, because right now I'm looking to get my hands on an Eggmar for my Wild Inceptor. That way I can summon the Valknu seal and hatch it in the same turn, and hopefully the 7 or 8 damage that it will give once it hatches will be enough for me to close out the game. Okay, so he does have the Mecantor. That's cool. The strike back damage makes sure the Mecantor dies. You've got no cards in hand. And that's the outcome I was worried about. See, because if I was one forward, he could just step in and kill me. So now I've got Mecantor Thumping Wave. Is that enough? That's 4... No, it's 9 damage. So I theoretically needed to do one more. So I gotta replace the Morin Cur. Thrakes is there. He's only got 1 card in hand, which means he can't combo me. But I'm still in the same boat I was before. Do I just Mecantor Thumping Wave? That would make it so he can't play Elucidator or Tectonic Spikes. Set him down to 1. I think that is acceptable, to just set him down to 1 and just hold my ground here, because he could easily have, you know, something similar. And I've got Silithar Elder, so I have to be... Oh, bam, okay. I think that's what it was. I think his last card was like Tectonic Spikes or something, and he was hoping to Tectonic Spikes and then get an Entropic Gaze or a Flameblood Warlock or something to finish me off, so... Wow. Lots of close games in a row, and I didn't play that one like shit. Bada boom, bada bing. But we are still a Diamond Dog. Didn't get S rank, even though I got Diamond pretty quickly this season. You know, I was experimenting with Bloodborne stuff. But anyway, thank you for stopping by for this super long episode, my first one for Rise of the Bloodborne. I will see you next time, and you have a good one.